that. I am going on the way. On the way, 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 on the way.
Now you're just remixing the tune.
On the way. When I'm on my motorcycle for long, I just sing to myself like an idiot. On the way, on the way. Now I'll sing this song next time. On the way.
In the intro?
On the way.
Pollution today.
Yeah.
Okay.
I is recording now. Alright, Avinash, what's up? Welcome to the first episode of On the Way.
Yeah.
Your first episode of On the Way.
Woo, I'm so excited. I won't lie.
Are you really?
I'm very excited, man. Fuck yeah, man.
So, for everyone who does not know, Avinash is the founder or co-founder. You and Pratha both founders, right?
Yeah.
So, co-founder of Please See, which is a really warm-hearted ad agency, which was based in Bandra, but now it's not. Like, why Please See? I never asked you this question. Why is it called Please See?
Please see.
And then 2 forward slashes, like.
Oh, so many stories, yeah. But so the basically, Pratha named it Please See.
Okay.
When we were trying to name the company, she was in Delhi, I was in New York, and we were like, "What do we name it? What do we name it?"
Yeah.
She's like, "Let me think about it, and I'll call you back." She called me back 5 minutes later, and she says, "You know what? All our work is visual. We're a design shop, right?
Yeah.
So we do a lot of design." So
Yeah.
she's like, "All our work is visual. We want people to see it. So please see." I said, "Done. Great.
Yeah.
Awesome." So she designed the logo like 10 minutes after that.
Yeah.
Send it over. I said, "Great." Then 1 month later, I looked at it and I said, "Wait a minute. Please See's initials are PS.
Yeah.
Pratha Sahai's initials are PS." I got duped, man. So I was like, shit. So yeah.
So like a couple of people asked me who you shooting the episode today with, and I was like, Avinash. Like, oh, like, you know, like, oh great, like who's he? So, like, he's the founder of this ad agency called Please See. Like, what? Like, Please See. Like you know, they don't.
Yeah.
It's one of those names you don't believe it's a name. Like, you know, it's like.
It doesn't.
Yeah, but it's an awesome name, man.
Who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out?
No, what I want to know is not that. I want to know, you got this babe at the pool with the champagne bottle chilling with her magazine. But who took that picture of her?
The photographer, bro.
And how many takes did it take before she acted natural? Like, Sunday afternoon chilling. Bullshit.
I'm telling you, so we work with a lot of bloggers in Shebang, and we shoot like music videos of sorts with some of the bloggers and stuff, and they come down and I see the way they live their lives, and it's basically that the whole day is on camera of them taking photos and boomerangs and taking 10 boomerangs and then putting them up on Instagram. And
but it's cool. Cool. I mean, like, if they can make a life out of it way.
That's what's interesting.
Have fun.
Yeah, it's awesome.
No, I don't think it's awesome.
No,
I
it's
think
awesome
shit.
for them. It's
But
awesome for
good
them. It's awesome for them.
Hectic, huh? Fuck yeah, man. Not
I don't know.
everyone.
Yeah. No one else is doing that right now.
Yeah, it
I
was
like
cool.
that vibe, yeah.
It was cool for the time. Cool. It's cool. It's cool. It's creative.
Yeah.
It's cool. It's cool. Town is cool. I mean, like, cool. It's cool. But it's cool. It's cool. I mean, it's fine. Like, cool. It's cool. Cool. Fuck yeah, man. Okay, so I was in college in the States, and I was in HR college here. I was doing nothing, and
You're doing BCom.
I was doing BCom and wasting my time and partying, and it was, I wasn't doing anything worthwhile. I begged my parents to send me abroad. Somehow they agreed that they'll pay for 1 year and get out.
Yeah.
So I said, great. So I went to the States, went to a small college in the middle of nowhere in Wisconsin, and somehow this advertising bug stuck in my head. And then worked, had fun, a lot of fun in college, 4 years. And then after that, I wanted to go to New York City to work at Saatchi & Saatchi. I saw this ad that they had made and I wanted to work there. And I had a friend working there. from Bombay. So he got me in touch with some people, and I drove to New York City. And it was winter, it was December time. I didn't have a place to stay, and I thought, I'll go to New York, I'll figure it out.
Yeah.
But I really didn't think things through. I had $1.31 I think in my bank account, and I think $100 in my wallet. So that's all the money I had, which is what, 6,000 rupees or something. And I drove to New York City thinking it'll be okay. Bloody idiot I am. So I landed up, I went outside Saatchi & Saatchi, big building. I said, shit, how am I going to go in? There's security outside. So anyway, I slept in my car the night, and then a friend's friend put me up for a few nights, and then I got a place.
Yeah.
But I had no money, and then my friend introduced me to the HR person at Saatchi, and then I kept hounding her and begging her and wouldn't stop calling her, and then finally she interviewed me, and then every day I would go back, and 3, 4, 5, 6 interviews later I got a job. That also, they gave me a temp job. They said, okay, we'll hire you for 8 weeks temporary, we'll see how you're doing, and then decide. But I was so enthused, I said, no, I'm gonna make the damn thing.
Yeah.
And I had to, because they have to sponsor me for a visa and all this drama. And I said, shit man, if I don't get that, I'm not coming back to Bombay. Fuck all it would be. When you're 22, 23, you don't want to come back and do nothing.
Did you get the permanent job?
So yeah. Then in 2.5 weeks I got the job, and I was very excited. And then I was at Saatchi & Saatchi and then I learnt a lot, right? It was exciting to learn all these things.
Was it worth it?
Yeah, it was cool, man. I mean, that time at 23, 24, you think you're changing the world and you take yourself very seriously. So I thought I was going to become CEO of the company in 2 years, working every day, hard. And then I got bored. Then it was very boring. I was working on Serial and it was damn boring. So then I got a job at Ogilvy, and I moved to Ogilvy for a year.
In New York?
In New York, yeah. That was awesome. And then startup, and then India.
It's a long way.
Hectic, huh?
You're somewhat of a heartthrob in our class.
Really?
So the one lecture you came for, there are women dying for you. I guarantee you. So I told a friend of mine that I'm shooting with Avinash tomorrow. Oh, girl, pick me up also, please. Do you understand? He's married. It doesn't matter.
That's awesome, man. Every guy likes to hear that.
Yeah, I'm sure you do.
Yeah.
And I won't take names because they'll kill me otherwise. But they've stalked you on Facebook. They've seen you do cool things with your baby on treks.
Oh yeah.
And they're just like,
I had this one dream when I was 20, which was to ride through South America on my motorcycle. I said, you know what, I'm going to ride through South America on my motorcycle. And for 10 years I would say to everyone that I met, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this. But I never actually believed I would do it. But I thought maybe,
Yeah.
And then I was about to move back to India. I had time, I had money. And I said, you know what, I want to do this. And I swear there's kismat or there's something. Because I wanted to do it on this one motorcycle. KTM.
Okay.
So I got that cap at KTM in Ecuador. Anyway, so I wanted to do it on a KTM motorcycle. I was going to I found one on eBay randomly. I contacted the owner. I said, I want to buy it. He said, sorry, someone else has bought it. And I said, shit, trip is off. Then a few weeks later, he called me up and he said, the guy that was going to buy it is not buying it. Do you want it? And I said, oh, I'll call you back. I said, shit, am I going to do this? And I was such a child, but it was just like this thing in your heart, that I want to do it.
Yeah.
And I was so scared. I said, oh my God, am I really going to do this? I was scared to do it. And I said, no, I'm going to do it. And I just called up Pritha. She was in Delhi. And I said, I want to do this. This is available. Should I buy the bike? And I love her for this. She was just like, you have to do it.
Yeah.
But I have to come. I said, done. So my South America trip was amazing.
How long was it like?
It was 4 months, And I started in Bogota, Colombia. I went through Colombia, Ecuador, Peru, Bolivia, Argentina.
Wow.
And I think in each country, and so it was about 20,000 kilometers on my motorcycle. 4 months of me just on my own. Didn't speak the language, and I was so scared every day, you know, what's going to happen? Am I going to get robbed? Am I going to get hurt myself? Am I going to get into an accident? But I was so excited every day. I'd wake up in the morning, like so excited, my body would hurt. And yeah, it was cool. It was like a little child's dream come true, you know?
But
So-
that's so, I mean, I'm so you're lucky you just went and did it though. Like I have like so many of these things I want to do in my mind, but like I don't know when I will be able to, when I'll have the money to do it. Like, you know, I don't know.
I think it's a question of if you want it bad enough, right?
Yeah.
It's not an amazing
If
thing.
you want anything bad enough, you're gonna get it. Like if you have to, it depends on the intensity of your want, I feel.
Yeah.
What are you going to sacrifice for it?
It's not an amazing thing. It's not like I'm curing cancer
Yeah.
or, you know, like I'm saving lives. It's a very selfish thing. I'm only doing what I want to do.
Yeah.
You know, it's not an amazing thing. I don't think of myself as amazing for doing it. I think of myself as a child for like taking out 4 months to do this, right? It's stupid in some way.
Yeah.
But what it made me feel was that I could do anything. I had confidence. I survived. All my stuff was stolen in Bolivia. Everything, passport,
Oh,
money,
yeah?
everything.
Got stolen?
Everything got stolen. And it was okay, you know, like I wasn't worried. I was chilled. I was happy. I sorted through it. Pritha joined me for a month. We were in the salt flats in Bolivia, which is incredible. Like it is just, we just went for 3 days or 2 days. No roads, no nothing, just salt flat. No human beings, nothing. Camp wherever, go wherever, do whatever. It was like we camped under a volcano. It was
That experience in general, like I think it sort of teaches you.
Defines
it
me.
teaches you.
Yes, it
also,
teaches me.
It teaches you and gives you an experience, and that sort of somewhere in your mind adds to who you are. I feel
yeah, of course it does.
like
Yeah, of course it does. I mean, yeah, of course it does. It gives me all this confidence, all this energy. It gives me,
yeah.
it makes me feel good about myself, and it makes me feel that I can do anything I want. Fuck yeah, man! Woo!
Go to a Bombay canteen, so
Huh.
they're like bang opposite like my office, right?
Yeah,
so
yeah.
There are times when I just go down for a coffee, or they have this beautiful bakery scene going on.
Yeah.
And it's really reasonable. Like in $100 I can get like a nice coffee and like
Yeah,
pick up
yeah,
like a so like, you know, it's not that bad of a deal for me to go often as well.
Yeah.
But I just love the vibe of that place, and like I know I just like the aura that
It's cool,
they put
huh?
out. Like if I ever had to take someone who didn't know what Bombay was for lunch, I take them there. Like, you know, I feel that way. Damn.
Yeah.
That place is actually honest to what it says. Like,
Yeah, it's kind of honest, right?
yeah.
Bombay Canteen, for example, it's so it's such a nice. It's so nice to work on that because the people we work with, right?
Yeah.
The guys that own it, Yash and Sameer, they're also very honest people.
Yeah.
Like and they want to do something good. They don't want to. I mean, see, for us, we think this way. It's not right or wrong.
Yeah.
It's not like they're coming in saying that we want to make, 100 restaurants and let's do it as affordably, manageably as
Yeah.
we can and recreate and just keep doing.
yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that. It's just that this way they put a lot of effort and a lot of they made the effort to do something that was honest and good.
Yeah.
Something that was who they were, and they worked with people like us who we all got it, we all understood it, and so I think it's a very honest place and it's a very happy place.
Yeah,
and
for sure.
yes,
Yeah.
pizza. You at 22 can have a better idea than someone at 45. That's a fact. You at 22 can have a better idea than someone at 42. And the fact that that's happening today in businesses, in all businesses, whether it's a startup or it's creative business or it's finance, gives you a lot of power, gives you a lot of balls, You're like, yeah man, I have something to say. But you gotta learn a shitload.
Yeah.
So hectic, huh? love my sneakers. I love my sneakers. That's where I draw the line. Snapchat is it. I miss Tinder, which is so not fair. I wish I was there during the Tinder time. That would have been so much fun. But so, like, I imagine, like, it must, you know, you really got to put yourself out there. And, like, people, like, reject you right there, you know, on a picture. It's like, fuck, man. So it's hardcore, you know. You got to put the right picture, the right selfie.
Why do you draw the line at Snapchat? Why?
Because it's fucking pointless, man.
See, everything is pointless. What is the fucking point of anything, man? If you
That's true. It's totally true. But so many times I've downloaded the app. I said I'm going to get on Snapchat, but then I feel like the old dude on Snapchat. Tough. Fuck yeah, man. And I'll tell you one thing. I'm gonna act like I'm giving you advice.
Yeah.
But if you're interested in something, be interested, right?
Yeah.
And that makes you interesting.
Yeah.
Which means, for me, it makes me interesting. Then people also get sick of hearing my voice. But I have something to say because I've done things.
Yeah.
And that's because I was interested in motorcycling and adventure and climbing mountains, whatever it is, meeting people, talking to people, getting to know people. So similarly, if you have a choice of chilling on a Sunday or going out big on a Saturday night and getting really hammered and doing nothing on a Sunday, which you'll do 9 times out of 10.
Yeah.
But if that one time you're like, no, I'm gonna go make a video and I'm gonna try different things, that makes a lot of difference. It makes a lot of difference because, I mean, not like, it'll just make you a more interesting person. On the way. Bye.
Yeah. Bye, man. Thanks so much.
I'm on the way.
I'll see you soon.
Thank you.
And I'll send you a preview link.
Yeah. Bye, guys.
Bye-bye. See you.
Ciao.